guys, foodies, and welcome to my kitchen. Today we are going to do something kind of fun. It's called an El Capone Roast. They're very hard to find nowadays. You used to be able to get them all the time in the grocery stores, but they are a little bit labor intensive, and of course that means they have to charge more for them, so they're not as popular. Normally, as you know, our show is sponsored by the meat department at Piggly Wiggly, Steinberg's Piggly Wiggly. One of the things I told them is that probably 3-4 times a year we're going to have something from someplace else because they can't carry everything. So I went to an actual butcher shop here in town, and they actually had the El Capone Roast. Basically what an El Capone Roast is, it's usually pork, although you can get beef versions of it, but that's even more expensive. They use a boneless pork loin. They stuff it with Italian sausage, summer sausage, and mozzarella cheese. And then they marinate it and seal it in a paprika spice blend sauce. So it's been sitting in here for a couple days. What you're going to want to do is preheat your oven to 325 degrees. Then you're going to get a casserole pan. The reason you want a casserole pan is the cheese is going to melt out the sides if you don't have some way to keep it smushed. So put the casserole pan on another pan in your oven. Whoa! I completely forgot to pull out my pan spray. That was really silly of me, and it's way in the back corner. There we go. So spray your casserole pan. Okay, pretty simple there. Pull out the roast and put it in the pan, and you can pour the sauce right on top. Then take a couple pieces of bread on each side to stuff between the cheese and the side of the dish. And I just happen to have 4 pieces here, so this should work out pretty good. Jam it in there. Jam it in there. Pretty simple, right? We're going to cook this 30 minutes per pound at 325. This, I forgot what it is, but I want to say it's a 5.5 pounder, so it's going to cook for basically 2.5 hours at 325. So leave it uncovered, put it in the middle of your oven. Oh, guess what I have to do? I have to change my rack space. See, that's easy enough to do though. Move this up here. Pop this in the oven. Okay. It's kind of funny. This is the time of year when I'm so busy that more and more of these shows are the really easy ones. Since this was pre-made at the butcher shop, or you can get it at your grocery store, Steinberg's will make it if you order it. They just don't keep it on stock. So obviously you just open it up, put it in a pan, in the oven you go. So what did it take me? 3 minutes? Woo! It's a great time. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna come back when this is all done and show you how it worked. All right, fun guys, foodies, I am back. The timer is going to be going off just momentarily. We're going to take it out, check the temperature. We want an internal temperature of about 160. Between 160 and 165 is ideal. Since this is pork, we wanted to make sure that it is cooked properly. I ended up having you guys get a kick out of this. Once a year, I have to go for an eye exam because I have a commercial driver's license from my party bus company. And they put drops in your eyes to dilate your eyes. My pupils are so big that everything's kind of blurry, which is kind of weird because I'm trying to cook and I can't see any of my instructions, which is great again with this particular meal because I didn't have to actually read anything, which is perfect. And to make matters interesting, I had to run a quick errand while the roast was cooking, and I'll show you this. These are so cool. I wear glasses when I drive. I don't need them for anything except driving. And they give you these cool little sunglass things that you just put in with your glasses, and you go like this, which is great because I walked outside without these first, and I turned right around and got these. It is amazing how bright things are when your pupils are this dilated. But anywho's, so I'm just going to pull this out because I know that the timer's going to go off in just 2 or 3 minutes, and it's close enough to check the temperature. Because if we need more time, we're going to need more time anyway. Oh, that smells really, really awesome. Okay, let's see what we have here. We want to go into the middle. Let's see what it says. Ooh, interesting. It needs more time. It's only at 122 degrees. So we're gonna put this right back in the oven. I'm anticipating if it's at 122 now, we're gonna need probably another 30 minutes. But to play it safe, I'm only gonna do it for the timer for 20 minutes and then check it at 20 minutes. Because one thing I really, really hate is dry pork. So you don't want to overcook it. You want to make sure it's done, but you don't want to overcook it. So in about 20 minutes, I'll come back and we'll see how it works at that point. See you then. Okay, folks, instead of turning it on when I tested it, I just checked it and it was not ready, so I put it in for an additional 15 minutes. I set the timer 15 minutes ahead earlier, so that's probably why I didn't get enough time done. So remember, it's basically 30 minutes per pound at 325 degrees. So the timer just went off. Let me shut that off real quick. So now we've gone 2 hours and 45 minutes. And it should have been done at 2.5 hours, but let's see what we got. Oh. Boy, it sure does smell good. Okay. Let's stick this in here. Okay, 156. That is really, really close. We know it's gonna, oh, it's up to 157. So it's gonna keep cooking for a little bit. So we're gonna pull it out at this point, turn off the oven. So now you leave it set for 10 minutes, which is perfect because I'm gonna cook something to go with this. So this is an Al Capone roast. You can see the bread did push a little bit and we did lose a little bit of the cheese, but most of it is right where it belongs, which is awesome. So after we let this sit, I'll come back and take pictures. When we're done, I'll cut it up and stuff like that. So hope you enjoyed the show. Another really, really delicious one. Another one that's really easy. It's just throw it in the pot, stick it in there, offer, and you know what I mean, in the casserole dish. Throw it in the oven. Roughly 3 hours later, you've got your main course. Pretty good, huh? I hope you enjoyed the show. Thank you for coming to my kitchen. I'm Funguy The Entertainer, cooking for you.